Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam or Xstraws, and today I'm bringing you guys a demolition gameplay on the map WMD. And today I'm bringing you guys a gameplay that I joined actually late into this game. I joined after my team got beat, so these guys in the lobby actually lost the round pretty quickly before I joined, and I kind of like that kind of stuff. You know, it really does frustrate me when I join a domination game where my team is down by, let's say, 100 points and there's air support up in the air and whatnot. But I do enjoy joining like search and destroy games where we're down like 0-2, 0-3, or in this case a demolition game where we lost the first round where there's not a lot of air support. It seems as though I have to deal with the enemy team might have had a UAV, a counter UAV that I didn't know about, but they didn't have a chopper gunner, they didn't have a gunship. It was relatively peaceful, and I was able to lead my team to victory. I mean, that might sound really like pretentious and douchey, but really it's like my team lost before I joined. When I joined, I performed really well, and we ended up winning the game. So I would consider that leading my team to victory. If you wouldn't, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't really matter what you call it. So anyway, the offensive round that I played, which was the first round that I played, the second round of the game, I played not poorly by any means necessary, but I didn't have the greatest score, and it was very simply because I was pushing over and over and over for the bomb site. I think I ended up playing the bomb 2 or 3 times, which is pretty good, I guess, for playing the objective. And I think each time my goal was to get back up into this building after the building that I just dolphin dived out of. After I plant the bomb, because it gives me sort of like a safe haven. And what I like to do from up there is take a look at the building, the windows on the building in front of me, and also sort of monitor the bomb site as I was just doing right there. Unfortunately, in between the time that it took me to get killed and run back to the bomb site, someone on the other team defused, but that's alright, because I will go back to it, as you will see, and I think I plan again, or if not, my teammate does. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The reason why I like the building in the middle and why I like to stay up in there is because I was able to, not only pick people off across from the building, but also protect the bomb site. And what this did was it sort of created like a first tier level that the enemy would need to cross in order to get to the bomb plant. And I felt as though I could hold down any position on the map, that more so or for a longer time than any of my teammates. And what it sort of created was this sort of unsaid agreement. It's like, all right, I'm going to control this thing for as long as I can, and as soon as I die, I'm hoping that one of you guys can just sort of control this area just until I can get back. And that was sort of like the deal in my eyes, and it actually worked out. Every time I died, for the most part, my teammates were able to hold down the house until I got back. A couple times, not so much, but I was able to do pretty well holding down this building. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the priority that you should put on certain bomb sites in demolition. Specifically this time, talking about obviously WMD. As you can tell, the struggle this entire game, from my point of view, is for the A bomb target, and that's not like something. It's not a minority situation. It's not like just from my point of view that was what's going on, and the rest of these guys were all struggling for B. Typically, B is the much easier bomb site to get. It's a side note, really, more so than you would typically find in demolition maps or on demolition game mode maps, whatever. Demolition, since introduced in Modern Warfare 2, has been a game mode where there's always been one dominant bomb site, and it typically has to do with how close the offensive team or defensive team spawns to a certain one, or just accessibility. That's for excuse me as I'm stuttering, for lack of a better term, accessibility to a certain bomb site, whether it be a line of sight or grenade, seems to be the determining factor in whether or not a certain bomb site will be more valued than another one, in terms of which one you want to get quicker, which one you really don't need to worry about, and so on and so forth. And for this map, there's a little bit more accessibility to the A bomb site than the B one, just because the B one is in a building that's pretty much closed on all angles, and it's pretty difficult to get into that building if somebody on the opposing team is holding it down. So obviously A is the one that most of what this game revolved around had to do with. I wanted to bring something up that might seem a little bit, odd, but I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with. I'm pretty sure you guys are all familiar with Hutch, but if you're familiar with S&Ds, Gold Glove, Justra, Dunkus, They all do a podcast called, I'm trying to remember, You Ain't Bruised Baby. And in that podcast, they were talking about the Galil, I think it was Gold Glove, and he had mentioned how the Galil, like this Fast 12, with the silencer, actually isn't affected by the silencer. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this Fast 12 in Call of Duty Black Ops, if you put the silencer on it, it does not affect any of the statistics about the gun, merely the appearance and the sound that it makes. So it really is a free attachment. There's no reason not to use it if you unlock it. I guess Gold Glove thought the same was true with the Galil. He was making that pretty evident in the podcast, and I just wanted to say, and I'm not trying to bash Gold Glove, but that's actually not the case. The only gun that is like that, as far as I know, is the Spaz 12, but I did just double check to make sure the Galil wasn't like that as well. I tested it out, and the Galil is affected. It does have a decreased range when you put a silencer on it. So I just want to say that just because I feel like if there's a large amount of people who believe that the Galil isn't affected by the silencer, you're more likely to use that, when I would I would be much more inclined to recommending, let's say, dual mags to you. So anyway, guys, this game is wrapping down here. I finished up with a pretty solid chopper gunner on these guys. They had a pretty tough time taking me down because of the fact that it's Demolition, and the spawns in it, they make me laugh, and they also make me smile in games where I get the chopper gunner. But anyway, guys, there's a terrible way to end a game. I get drop shotted by this guy right in front of me. Final score of this game was like something like 48-7, 46-7, something like that. Not the best score in the world, but I did play the objective pretty damn well, I thought, and I hope you guys enjoyed the game. So if you enjoyed it, again, please give the video a thumbs up rating. It really helps me out, and that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.